What is our mission?
A mission of misfortune. Wise and noble Garanol is friend and ally to Ekaterina. I take no pleasure in storming his home, but Ekaterina has divined that the Cappadocians have stolen from her. We seek to retrieve a precious fragment of the Book of Nod, the wisdom of the ancient Canaanites.
Why would Garanol steal from her?
We know not. Until we learn all, we cannot let them know we serve Ekaterina. The Cappadocians are a strange clan, Christof. They seek to understand death and the secrets of the grave. Prepare thyself. Their halls are guarded by the walking dead.
The stench of death taints this holy place.
'Tis fitting for the clan of death.
To the abyss with thee!
Final death to thee, my Canaanite brothers! The oblivion thou seeks is upon thee! Find the foe!
Stand thy ground! Alas, I am cursed to prey on the living. Let loose thy wrath! Stand thy ground!
Behold, The mural depicts Cain as God's favored son. Every child knows that Cain's sacrifice of grain vexed the Lord, and Abel's sacrifice of the blood of a lamb satisfied the Lord. But mysterious old Cainites tell us that the Lord craved blood and reveled in Cain's second sacrifice, the blood of his brother Abel. The Lord raised up Cain over the other sons of Adam. He freed him from plowing the earth for food and set a mark on him that he live forever. Garanal devoutly believes this Cainite heresy, which holds that the curse of Cain is truly a blessing.
And thou, dost thou believe the Cainite heresy?
If I am favored of the Lord, the angels have not seen fit to tell me of it.
My mind is troubled. Let us soothe the torment. How cometh where it.
To the abyss with thee!
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
To the abyss with thee! Thou dost fight thy allies with great zeal, Wilhem.
I take no pleasure in it. I just do what must be done. The only one I will not fight is Garanal, the leader of the Cappadocians. I chose to strike this night because Garanal and his assistant Serena have an audience with the Cainite Prince of Prague, Rulof Brandel, and will not be here.
To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
I do withdraw. To the abyss with thee!
Find the foe! Stand ho!
To the abyss with thee!
More dark worship. Is there no end to the vampiric taste for blasphemy?
Garanal celebrates the transfiguration of death, but I do not share his fondness for the grave. I have died once to become a Cainite, and do not seek to die again.
To the abyss with thee!
I must feed.
To the abyss with thee! Find the foe!
To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
Stand thy ground!
An earthen floor blankets this room.
Aye, the Cappadocians do bury their newly embraced in a ritual of death.
The abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
The beast roars within me.
Stand ho!
With thee!
I stand!
Let loose thy wrath! Stand thy ground!
Return unto me!
the
Let us
abyss
soothe
with
the tumult in thy mind with the comfort of the tomb.
thee! To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
Blood!
To the abyss!
Blood!
To the abyss with thee!
Blood! I
Thou may
crave
draw the
blood!
precious blood from my body to sustain thee.
Tis Garonol's study. Now to find the key that unlocks the secrets of the dead.
feel the cold embrace of the tomb.
The abyss with thee!
A key. A key in the form of a finger bone. What beast once wore this skull upon its neck?
My newest child, Mercurio, hath proved a tainted blessing. Though he is ambitious and untrustworthy, he has added much to the protection of this house. He drinks the power of death with an unquenchable thirst, and could become the greatest student of the grave, but he hath little respect for our ancient alliances with the other Cainites, and could reawaken old feuds. The ungrateful puppy even seeks to seal his crypt from me. Does he not know that I can crack his sealed crypt at any time with my anointed skull of the Lamia? Alas, but I do require Mercurio's aid until such time as I can fathom the secrets of the golem and gain its protection. I would that I had the lore of Rabbi Mordecai ben Judah to aid my experiments, but as I lack the wisdom of the Kabbalists, I would deal with the devil himself in these parlous times.
If Mercurio is charged with the protection of this haven, I wonder that we have not yet faced him.
I would have words with this Mercurio. Venerable Garanal should not have to rely upon an untrustworthy child.
Good day to ye, young sir. Ye have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal. Good day to ye, young sir. Good day to ye. Good day to ye, young sir.
You have my hand on it. It is a deal. Good day to ye, young sir. You have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
Welcome, child. Farewell, young one. Welcome, child. Go with God, young one.
What? How comes thou here? Flee now, and the great Mercurio will not smite thee.
So, hiding like a rat in a hole, whilst thy kin fight valiantly in defense of thy theft. Thou art a clotpole of a coward.
I hide not. My work is too important. Work thou hast interrupted. I shall crack open the tree of life and uncover all the secrets of death and life.
I shall tell thee the secret of death and life. Give us the Nod Fragment, and we shall let thee live.
Nay, thou wilt tell Garanol of my theft. 'Tis better I bury thee in a secret grave, with stakes of oak piercing thy heart, and wraithworms shall hollow out thy noble brows and robust cheeks.
To the abyss with thee!
The signs of Gehenna, Canto 4. So too, our grandsires will rise from the ground. They will break their fast on the first part of us. They will consume us whole.
What means this dire portent?
This is a great secret known to a few wise vampires. The Book of Nod tells us that the 13 ancient founders of the vampire clans will one day rise from their age-old sleep. When these antediluvians emerge from torpor, they shall fall upon us, their descendants, and gorge their unholy thirst upon our blood. The day they rise is called Gehenna, or the Winnowing, and it signals the end of all that is. We know not how to prevent it, but even now Ekaterina searches for a way.
Why didst thou not tell me of this? With such evil barking at our heels, we must hasten our work.
Forgive us. Most young Canaanites are not ready to hear it. They mistrust their sire, and that we cannot have.
The reeky, bat-fouling old puttock fears that I seek to betray him. But he shall not know with a certainty until the last of his sludge blood oozes from his pus-ridden corpse. The old maggot pie needeth my power in defense of his withered haven, and shall overlook my indiscretions. So I must keep his mewling household in a frenzy, defending themselves from aggrieved villains. I shall steal from the beslubbering Bruja to draw their wrath upon him. However, should his crusty majesty plumb the secrets of the golem, he shall need me no longer. So, I shall pollute the rabbi's gall-faced golem with grave rot, making it useless to him. Then shall I drink the old leper's blood before the moon hath fully waned.
Garanol's search for wisdom has not trespassed into our haven. 'Twas his false servant Mercurio. We were fortunate to find the fragment before another clan could learn of it. Others might not have spared Garanol in the search. We must hurry. Dawn approaches. The sun is a destroyer now, Christof. Remember this. During the day, thou must find a place to rest where no sunlight can enter. Let us return to the university, where Katerina shall surely celebrate our triumph.
I cannot share thy pleasure over such a deed.
Come now. Before thy embrace, did thou not slay evil creatures? Behold, thy mission survives even thy death.
That is scant solace for the loss of my soul.
Thou dost brood too much upon events thou cannot change, Christof. Seek consolation in our Promethean mission. Bury thy woe in the blood-drenched soil of battle. I have found that the fury of war weaves enchantments that soothe even the most troubled heart, kindred and kind alike.
I well know the seduction of warfare.
Then thou knowest the joy of cutting a bloody swath through thy foeman.
The only joy I felt was in doing the work of heaven as a soldier of God. I have done nothing to warrant this fallen state. How can God allow men to become demons? How can God snatch away the promise of salvation?
God allows the innocent child on the battlefield to cry and does nothing. So why should God prevent the misery of a killer like unto thee?
I do not know. I have not considered these things.
Come, I promise thee a trip to the convent, but make haste. Dawn comes quickly.
Christof? My love?
Thou art accursed, if Christof be thy love.
Nay, do not go, my lord. Let me look upon thee. Good my lord, forgive me. I was filled with fright to behold thee. Thy comely face is now sicklied over with a pale cast, and I scarcely recognized thee. Forgive me. Thou hast been gone so long, we feared for thy life.
Thou feared aright, for I am dead to the world, and my soul is lost.
Do I behold a ghost? Nay, I touch thy arm, and I know thou art flesh and blood.
Not flesh, only blood.
My lord, thy words do fill my heart with fear, and I tremble. Good my lord, why dost thou look so strangely upon me?
My mind is filled with thoughts of such base villainy. My hunger for thee is stronger now than when my heart did pump its own warm blood.
I know not what misfortune weighs so heavily upon thy soul, or has driven the rosy warmth from thy cheek, but the heavenly powers can banish all such darkness.
Should they banish this darkness, they would banish all that is left of me.
Say not so. My lord, I know thy heart, and thy soul is pure.
My heart? My soul? Thy words torment me with remembrance of all that I have lost. I was a fool to have come here. I must never return to a house of God.
Nay, I pray thee stay. My honored lord, thy soul is in peril.
My honored lady, my soul is lost. My cause is doomed, and I am damned. I go. I will not look upon thee again.
Then I pray thee, my lord, receive this token of me. 'Tis but a small amulet of St. Jude. Thou didst give it me, and it hath soothed the pangs of mine own heart that began when first I beheld thee, and a desperate, hopeless love did grow in my breast. Mayhap it will be some consolation to thy doomed cause.
Art thou deaf, woman? My cause is lost!
Therefore do I offer thee the amulet of Jude, patron saint of lost causes.
Oh.
Thou, sweet heavens, guide him.
He hath taken me. He hath taken the best of me and left nothing but a shell. In his home of bone, in his halls of skin, behind his walls of flesh, he hath taken all I had.
This is most excellent, Wilhem. Our alliance with the Cappadocians shall strengthen when I reveal Mercurio's treachery to Garanol. Wilhem, thou art a Bruja of surpassing splendor. Our grandsire Bruja himself would feel pride at this.
In modesty, mistress, I could not have done it without Christof's aid.
He has done well.
Christof performed admirably, my sire. I believe he is ready to know of the oncoming struggle.
What struggle is this?
The Jihad. The great war of all the vampire clans. The Tzimisce against the Tremere, and us against both.
The Tremere?
The Tremere were once a house of mages, part of the Order of Hermes. They stole Cain's gift from an ancient of our kind, an antediluvian, one of Cain's grandchildren. They seek to infiltrate and control all the world. They couple the power of Cain with the ways of unspeakable magic.
The fiends from the Carpathians, the Tzimisce, are fighting the Tremere even as we speak. The Tzimisce have invaded the ancestral homelands of the Ventru, which puts us in a strange alliance with the very Ventru who destroyed our great city of Carthage. So, we unite with the vampire prince of Prague, the Ventru Rudolf Brandl. For now.
Thou hast reason to hate the Ventru as well, Christof. Thou fell in battle against the pagan barbarians because the Ventru made puppets of thy leaders. The Ventru sent thee into battle to stop their Tzimisce enemies. Most of the barbarians were revenants, ghoul servitors of the Tzimisce.
Other clans maintain havens here in Prague. Thou hast met the Cappadocians. The Nosferatu lurk below the graveyard in the northern quarter. Most of King Ottokar's family, the Premisils, are Tzimisce ghouls. With the entrance of the Tremere into Prague, a struggle is bound to ensue, leaving the mortals greatly abused. We must avert this horror.
Many in Prague have disappeared, including Bruja. We suspect they fell victim to the Tzimisce fiends, or the usurping Tremere. We must stop the abductions.
First, we must seek to undo the damage done by the traitorous Mercurio. Mistress, I wish to approach the Jewish quarter and warn the rabbi of Mercurio's meddling. If their golem hath suffered a cowardly attack, it may not be able to protect the Jews from the Tzimisce.
We have no alliance with the Kabbalists in the Jewish quarter, and they have powerful charms of faith to wield against our kind.
We have a duty to protect the mortals.
Should we deliver unto them this news, mayhap the Jews will owe us a boon. But we have much to do first. In 3 nights' time thou may deliver thy message. Take Christof with thee, but beware. The Kabbalists have no love for the likes of us.
3 nights' time may be too late.
After one mission with Wilhem, thou hast become very like him. So be it. Wilhem, take Christof to the Jewish quarter this night and warn the rabbi. Thou hast not yet completed thy tasks. Go ye hence, Christof. We shall speak more when thou art ready.